Hey folks, welcome back. Quick heads up for anyone who runs VMS on Linux, macOS, Windows, or Solaris. VirtualBox 7.2.6 is out and it brings some useful fixes and early support for the upcoming Linux 6.19 kernel. So if you've been waiting for better compatibility with newer kernels and some multi-monitor improvements, this one's for you. All right, let's break down the highlights. First, VirtualBox 7.2.6 adds initial support for the Linux 6.19 kernel. That's the kernel that was scheduled for release in early February 2026. So this release makes VirtualBox more future-proof on Linux hosts and guests. Second, they improved full-screen support in multi-monitor setups, which means if you use several displays and pop a VM into full screen, it should behave more reliably now. There are also a handful of important fixes in the Linux guest editions. Fix for guest editions processes being left running after a reboot or shutdown. Fixes for issues where user session services wouldn't start on older Linux distros. Better checks for loaded kernel modules on some older distributions. And they added additional fixes for Red Hat Enterprise Linux kernels, RHEL 9.8, 10.1, 10.2, so enterprise users should see better stability there. On the Linux host side, there's a fix for VMS failing to start on real-time kernel configurations, and a fix for the VBox auto start service, so VMS actually start at boot when expected. Those are nice reliability improvements for folks who run servers or automated test rigs. The GUI had some polish too, fixes for failed update downloads, resource manager VM list display issues, and corrected storage controller type lists. Also, a few Windows-specific bugs were squashed. If you rely on the GUI, things should feel a bit smoother. One interesting change, some previously proprietary features, like the VRDP server, USB smart card emulation, and disk/VM encryption, were moved into the open source base package for the series, which is worth noting if you track feature licensing. You can download VirtualBox 7.2.6 right now from the official VirtualBox download pages. Binaries are available for popular Linux distros, macOS, Windows, and Solaris. I'll drop the changelog in the description so you can read the full list of fixes. Alright, that's the quick rundown. If you use VirtualBox, let me know in the comments if you hit any of these bugs before, or if the new release fixed a specific issue for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this useful, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.